What's up traders, welcome to weekly forex forecast. Now in this video I will be doing a complete multi-time frame analysis, some of the hottest currency pairs as well as cryptocurrencies that we will be looking to trade next week. Now the currency pairs as well as cryptocurrencies that we will be analyzing today are gold, euro dollar, DXY, USD Turkish lira, USOIL, USDZAR, EURNZD, USDCAD, GBPJPY. And the cryptocurrencies that we will be analyzing today are BTCUSD and Ethereum USD. Now the last week was awesome. If you have seen that video already, smash the like button now. If you haven't seen it yet, also smash the like button. I put a link in the description area. You can watch them so that you can have some confidence about my analysis. Most of the currency pairs did exactly the same way I have analyzed. Now for those who are new to the channel, my name is Nizam. I'm an author, full-time trader, as well as founder of Forex Trading Wizard Academy. You can download my book completely for free as an ebook format. You just need an email address. I put a link below in the description, as well as you can join my completely free trading course in video format. You just need an email address. It will be sent to your email address. With that said, let's begin. But before I begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also press that bell notification so that you don't miss out any of the wizardry that I post every single day, including live analysis and educational content that will change the way you trade. So let's start our analysis with EURUSD, and we will be doing one by one all of them. So make sure you stick till the end to grasp all the trading plans for the next week. Now as usual, we will be starting our analysis based on monthly time frame. Now we'll be starting with monthly. You might say, why should I care about monthly as I am trading on maybe hourly or 15 minutes? Because higher time frame will give you a clear direction in the market. We are not going to trade based on monthly, but monthly, weekly, daily will give you a clear direction in the market, and we will be trading based on 4-hour or daily or even lower time frame for a proper entry point. With that said, let's start with monthly time frame on EURUSD. Now what you see that EURUSD, this is a market structure. Remember, to find a trending direction, the only reliable source is market structure. Now EURUSD, starting from here, what you see that it has created this kind of market structure. Now first of all, look at this. This is a bearish market structure creating series of lower high and lower low. This is the first thing you need to realize. Now EURUSD, starting from here, what you see, a move to the downside, correction, another move to the downside, correction, another move. Now what you see that EURUSD basically broken this market structure, but still this monthly candle is not closed yet, so we can't say that it has completely broken the market structure. At any point this candle may started to move down, but at this point the monthly is still half months to go, so we see at this point a bearish momentum to the downside, as it is established downtrending market, and we can think of selling based on monthly time frame. Now let's jump on to weekly time frame to see how it is forming the price action. Now after the back-to-back quite a few weeks uprise, last week we see a strong bearish candle. Now after this kind of candle, you can expect another one to drop as well. Now let's see where we can expect EURUSD to drop. As you can draw a level here, so what you see that we can draw a support zone here for EURUSD, which we can say that EURUSD at least should fall to this level of support, and then it might bounce from here or maybe break. So we'll see what happened later. Now let's see on the daily time frame. Now this is where we can say that EURNZD should fall down. Now let's a bit adjust this trend line based on daily time frame, because you see that there is a doji here. Now you see there's a resistance here, there's a doji here, and we can expect EURNZD to drop here or even below this level of support. Now we have on the daily a bit more confirmation for EURNZD to drop. What it is? Now look at this last day's candle, EURNZD. This is a bearish engulfer. You see the top of the daily candle, it has crossed the previous day's high. That means that it created a false breakout of this support resistance on the lower time frame. Daily, this is the daily resistance. As you see that back-to-back two candle as well as this one created a resistance, and this red candle broke this level of resistance, grabbed the liquidity, and then dropped to the downside, closed below, even crossing this green candle's body. Now what all this mean? It means that the downtrend is still valid on this daily time frame. And how we can find a trading opportunity? Let's jump onto lower time frame on the 4 hour. Now this is where we can find a trading opportunity on the lower time frame in EURNZD. What we will be doing with our student is basically we will be waiting for this EURNZD to uprise a little bit, maybe touch this blue 20 period moving average, and at the same time creating a head and possible head and shoulder. As soon as we will see all these conditions fulfilled, then we will consider taking a trade based on the rules of our strategy. If all these things satisfied, we'll go for short with a high risk to reward ratio. Now let's jump on to another currency pair that we will be looking to trade is USDZAR. Now as usual, we will be starting on monthly time frame. What we see on the monthly, now this is the second week, this will be a third week of monthly candle, but what we see already that USDZAR is dropping, so we might see further drop and then we might see an uprise. So USDZAR is still bearish on the monthly time frame. As you have seen that USDZAR reversed from here, creating a back-to-back 3 months lower high, and then the sellers found resistance. They are pushing the price down on this instrument. Now going down to the weekly time frame, what you see that on the weekly, the price has created a very strong level of resistance here. Let's draw this here. What you see, there is a support here, strong level of support, and there is a resistance here. Now this level acted as a resistance, and we see that weekly candle just dropped from here. So what is likely to happen in the new trading week? We might see little bit of uprise along this level of resistance. Again, let's draw it properly. Why this is another level of resistance? As you can see, back-to-back 2 weekly candle close here, and also there is a resistance here. We might see an uprise to this level, testing this resistance, and then moving to the downside. So USDZAR initially likely to rise a little bit and then drop. So let's see on the daily time frame. Now this instrument we will be trading only based on daily time frame, as this is a volatile as well as exotic pair. On the lower time frame, we might face a little bit of swap problem, and also never trade this instrument in early Asian session. When there is a low volume, at any point you might blow your account. So make sure you trade in a New York or London session when there will have enough volume for this instrument. Now you see that this is the resistance that you will be waiting for this instrument to test before trading to the downside. At the same time, this resistance, you see there is a 20 period moving average here, and we would like this moving average to be tested and then dropping to the downside. So with our student, we will be waiting for this instrument to rise up here. As soon as it will go there, we will wait for a short trade setup, and as soon as we will find it, we will go for short with high risk to reward ratio. Now let's see on the US oil how we can find a trading opportunity. Now US oil, as you see that this is currently in a uptrend without any question for a very long time. Now first let's see higher time frame on the monthly. Now in quite a few of my analysis I mentioned how US oil is likely to go up. That is what's happening. US oil is currently in a strong uptrend, straight moving up, including this month as well. Now we can expect US oil to rise up at least in the first move to this level, so we still have a long move to take to the upside. Now let's see on the weekly time frame how we can find a trading opportunity. Now on the weekly, as you can see that there is no red candle from starting from here, so we can see a continuation to the upside in the similar fashion, as it is a very strong uptrending market. Now daily time frame, see what kind of trading opportunity we have. Now this is the where we might see a trading opportunity in the new trading week. Why? Let's see where is the nearest level that we can expect this price to drop. Let's draw this. Now this is where we are expecting US oil to drop to this level of support. Now in the new trading week, let's see on the 4-hour how we can find a trading opportunity. Now let's adjust this trend line on US oil. Now this is where we will be waiting for this instrument to drop. Now because buying from here is not a good idea at all, because it's just rising. So when you trade in an uptrending, you always wait for the price to drop to the level of support before buying. So it is highly likely that in the new trading week US oil to drop to this level and then to rise up again. So this is where we will be watching price action with our VIP member to go for long with a high risk to reward ratio. Now let's see another currency pair that we'll be looking to trade is USD Turkish Lira. Now USD Turkish Lira, let's see on the monthly time frame what kind of price action it has created. Now USD Turkish Lira, as you can see that it has created a bullish price action. Now this is a strongly bullish market based on monthly. Now what you see starting from here, it is creating a strong bullish market structure, creating a series of higher high and higher low, and finally exploded to the upside. So this is a historically uptrending market, there is no question about it. Now at this point in the new months, what you see after this doji, we see bulls are still pushing the price to the upside. Now let's see on the weekly time frame what kind of price action it is creating. Now on the weekly, previous week it has created a doji candle. Now even after this doji, we see that there was a little bit of downturn, and then the price started to move up. Now let's see on the daily time frame how we can find a trading opportunity. Now on the daily, what we see that what kind of pattern it has created. Now this is an interesting thing that you need to look for on the daily time frame. What you saw that this USD Turkish Lira has created this pattern. Now this is a bullish pattern. Let me explain what it is. Let me draw it. So what it has done, basically it has formed this kind of pattern. Now this is a very common pattern. Now how you will be trading this kind of pattern? Now when you see this pattern, this is a symmetrical triangular pattern. Now when you see this kind of pattern, you can expect first of all to create a false breakout to the downside, and then finally break to the upside. This is a bullish pattern. So with that said, USD Turkish Lira has created this pattern. Now what we can expect in the new trading week, first to break to the downside to create a false breakout maybe along this support zone, and then it should go up to move to the upside. So what will be our approach in this instrument? We will be waiting for a false breakout, the price to fall down to this level of support. As soon as the price will fall down here, we'll take a long with a high risk to reward ratio based on what kind of price action it is creating. Now let's see another currency pair that we will be looking to trade next week is euro dollar. Now let's see what kind of trading opportunity we have in this euro dollar. Now euro dollar, first of all, start with monthly time frame. Now this is also a strong bearish market. As you see that euro dollar has created a double top formation here. Now after this double top, what happened? Euro dollar broke to the downside. Now after this long move to the downside, now current month, what do you see that euro dollar, the bulls push the price high. After this bullish momentum, now the sellers pushing the price down. So which way to trade? Now in this chart, now it is difficult to decide. Let's see on the weekly time frame to see a bit more clarification. Now on the weekly, after the previous week's strong bullish candle, now euro dollar this week has created a smaller bearish candle. Now this is really a difficult situation for this instrument to decide which way it should go, because as you know that after a big move to the downside, now it is going back and forth, up and down. Now it is kind of a reversal pattern on the higher time frame. Slowly this instrument might change its trend from bottom, downtrend to the uptrend. But let's see on the daily time frame what kind of trading opportunity we have. Now on the daily, the instrument is still bearish. Let's draw all this trend line and let's see how we can find a trading opportunity. First of all, as you can see that euro dollar has broken this trend line to the downside. Now at the same time, let's see on the 4-hour time frame how we can find a trading opportunity. Now on the 4-hour euro dollar, as you can see, first of all, let me draw this channel. Now it was moving to this channel to the downside. Now this is the situation on euro dollar. So what is likely to happen? It is really difficult to predict at this point finally which way it will move, but we have some precondition to be fulfilled before taking any decision about trading. The first thing, as you can see that euro dollar has broken this local channel. Now after this local channel, what happened? We see a breakout. Now if in the new trading week we see a slow retracement and testing this level of, this is a support here, support all this area as a resistance, and then we'll take a short from here. Okay, so this is the one condition. Again, I'm mentioning if we see a slow move and test this support as a resistance, and then we'll take a short from here. On the other hand, if we see that euro dollar, the next candle may be a strong bullish candle closing back above to the channel, then we will be observe the price action for further move to the upside. If we see that euro dollar is pushing to the upside, bulls are pushing, then we will consider buying, as this is now on this trend line, at the same time below this trend line. So let's see how euro dollar behave, and I will update definitely on YouTube or TradingView wherever you are following me, and even on Instagram. Now let's see another currency pair that we will be looking to trade next week is USDCAD. Let's see what kind of trading opportunity we have. Now USDCAD will be starting as usual on the monthly time frame. Let's see what kind of trading opportunity we have. Now on the monthly, USDCAD is bullish. As you can see that, look at this. This is a bit clumsy candlestick pattern, but if you look at individual monthly candle, then you will have a clear idea where the market is likely to be heading. First of all, look at this one. It's a strong bullish candle, right? The next one is what you saw, that the bulls pushed the price high, but it closed as a red, but it is still bullish, because as you can see that it is still has created a higher high and higher low. What is the next one? Is also a bullish candle. The bears pushed the price below, but strongly bulls bought and the price went up. Now this current month, what you saw, that the price slowly moving to the upside, and we can expect slowly like this a push to the upside in this instrument. So USDCAD also on the monthly bullish. Let's see on the weekly time frame. Now on the weekly, what we are seeing, that after this strong bullish candle, back to back 2 weeks, what we see, dojis. Okay, there are two dojis with a lower high and lower low. So what is likely to happen in the new trading week? See on the daily time frame. Now on the daily, why I came back to the daily, because the price section is a bit more clear. Now on the daily, what we are seeing that USDCAD has created a strong level of support here. Now as you can see that this level is resistance for this red candle. There is a support has created with quite a few daily candle back and forth strong support, and we see a false breakout to this support. This is a false breakout. Why? As you can see that the price on the daily broke below and then immediately the candle closed above as a bullish engulfer. The next one, we see the price came down again, buyers bought and pushed the price high. Now what kind of entry opportunity we have? Now let's go on the 4 hour. Now this is what we will be waiting for another setup. As you can see that the price has created this pattern. Now this is also a bullish pattern. You see this is a triangular pattern with this pole. Now when you see, let me draw it separately. When you see a pattern like this, as I mentioned in another instrument in USD Turkish Lira as well, what is likely to happen? A false breakout to the downside and then trending to the upside. So the false breakout is done already, as you can see already, and now the next one is likely to go up after pushing to the downside little bit, and we can expect a breakout to the upside. So let's see on the, now we are in the 4 hour time frame. So what is likely to happen is we will be waiting for this small retracement on this 4 hour time frame, the price to come down. As soon as we will see the price at least retrace to 50% Fibonacci level, if we see that the buyers are buying, then we will go for long according to the rules of our strategies. Now let's start with another currency pair that we will be looking to trade, GBPJPY. Then we will go to DXY and gold and cryptocurrencies. Now GBPJPY, let's see on the monthly, it is bullish or bearish. Now without any question, GBPJPY is bullish. As you can see that every month except this one here, so this one has created a lower high with this strong bullish candle, but most of the time we see the price is creating a higher low. Now if we draw a support here, what you see that from this support, quite a few back-to-back monthly candle rejected to the upside, creating a strong level of support. Now after this one here, you see the broke all this candle here, grab the liquidity and then pushing to the upside. After this one, the previous months we see a doji. Now after this doji, what you see, the GBPJPY now pushing to the upside. So from here we can expect GBPJPY to push to the upside on the monthly as well. Going down to the weekly time frame. Now on the weekly, what we see, the GBPJPY back-to-back 3-week bullish momentum. The past week we see a doji with a, there is a gap opening here. Now from here, two possible scenario. We might see another one is pushing to the upside, or maybe going to the downside for another push to the downside. Though it is a bullish on the higher time frame, we still might see a push to the downside. Let's see on the daily time frame which way we will be trading. Now this is where we need to see what kind of price action it is creating. Now in the new trading week, as you can see, the price in this last day, we see a long wick at the bottom and long wick at the top. So let's see on the 4 hour time frame how we can find a trading opportunity. Now 4 hour, so this is where we will be waiting for a confirmation. Now we still think that this is bullish. Let's draw this very important level of support here, because as you can see that this is a resistance here with quite a few doji. There is a support here. Now the price broke this level of support and closed above. So how we will be trading? If we see that in the new trading week, the price is creating a series of higher low in this zone, creating for a upward move, then we'll think of going long from here. On the other hand, if we see that the price still creating a series of lower high here, then we'll think of going short from here with a high risk to reward ratio. It will depend on what kind of price action it is creating, but the bias is still bullish. I will update on YouTube as well as in TradingView how we are trading. Now let's see on the gold what kind of price action it has created. Now gold, as usual, on the monthly time frame, what we see that gold has broken to the upside. See what kind of price action it has created. Now gold, first of all, let's see the price action pattern. What you see, there is a big move to the upside. This is the monthly bigger picture, and then we see the same kind of pattern. So we see a triangular pattern here on the monthly. Let me draw it separately. As I mentioned already 3 times, what is likely to happen in this kind of pattern? You can expect a false breakout to the downside first, and then you can expect it to break finally to the upside. So gold has already created a false breakout to the downside, pardon me, and now we can expect it to break to the upside. But at any point it might come down again. It may create another false breakout. No one knows what will happen, but at this point we see that on the monthly the price already broke this level of resistance. Still there are 2 weeks to go. So let's see on the weekly time frame. Now on the weekly we see that there is a long-term trend line is broken, but remember, no one can guarantee that this trend line is broken. Now the price will go. Nothing is guaranteed in trading. At any point the price may head in downward direction, but at this point on the weekly time frame, what we see that gold has broken very important level of resistance here. You see there is a resistance here, so there is a resistance here, there is a resistance here, there is a resistance here. Now we see a closed above this resistance. So what is likely to happen in the new trading week? We might see straight back the next one, or we might see a test of this resistance as a support and then pushing to the upside. So what is likely to happen? Let's see on the daily time frame. Now this is where we'll be waiting for confirmation. Now there are 2 possible scenarios. If we see the next trading week another daily candle straight came back down, that means that this is a false breakout to the upside. In that case we might think that gold is likely to heading to the downside a lot. So we'll be waiting for the first trading week to see how it is, first day of trading week, how it is reacting to this level of resistance. On the other hand, if we see that on the first day of the trading week the price came down here, tested this resistance as a support, and the buyers bought, creating a long weak candle at the bottom, and then we will be thinking for going long from here, because we need a confirmation of this level of resistance. So this is a resistance here. We need a test as a support. When there is a breakout, never take directly that the trend line is broken, let's buy. No, wait for a retest as a support, then confirm for buying. If it is a false breakout, if it close back below, then highly likely that gold will go down a lot. In that case we will look for shorting opportunity on the lower time frame. Now let's see DXY, what kind of trading opportunity we have in this instrument. Now DXY on the monthly, bullish, no question about it. As you can see that after this green long doji, the sellers first came here, almost half week of this doji, and then we see the buyers now pushing the price high. So from here we can expect a push to the upside, maybe even to this level or higher than this. So DXY is bullish on the monthly time frame. Now on the weekly, what we see, the previous week the price has created a bullish candle, though this is a smaller candle, but as you can see that this is an uptrend. So on the uptrend, what you can expect, only buying. So after this weekly candle we can expect the next one to come little bit and to push another one to the upside on the weekly time frame as well. Now let's see on the daily time frame. what kind of trading opportunity. Now last day of trading week, what you saw, a pin bar to the upside with a gap opening. Now this is a really interesting one. As you can see that it has created a nice price action. Now let's draw the trend line and see how it has broken. Now this is the trend line for DXF. As you can see, it has broken this resistance, broken this resistance here, broken this resistance here. Now it has tested this resistance as a support with this daily candle. Let me show you closely. So what you saw that with this daily pin bar, DXF tested this resistance as a support. So from here we expect to go up. We are expecting not guaranteed at any point. You might see another one to the pushing to the downside. So make sure you manage your risk. No one can predict the market with 100% accuracy. Remember, trading is a game of probability. So you need to keep your edge all the time in the market. At the same time, manage your risk when you are trading. So from here, we are expecting the DXY to push to the upside, even at least to this, at least to this level, which could give us a significant trading opportunity. Now we finished all the cryptocurrencies, currency pairs. Let's start with cryptocurrency, starting with BTCUSD monthly. Now what we are seeing, there is a pattern here. As you can see that back-to-back 3 months drop in this zone BTCUSD, and we saw a bullish momentum. Now looks like this repeating the same kind of pattern, back-to-back 3 months drop, and then we see another bullish momentum. This is on the monthly time frame, but still 2 weeks to go. At any point we might see another lower low, so we don't know how this candle will be closing. So still BTCUSD is bearish. Now let's see on the weekly time frame what kind of price action it is creating. After 1 day, this weekly candle is going to be closing. Now after this close of weekly candle, in the next week we might, if this one closes something like that as a doji or pin bar, we might see another one to pushing to the downside. So it's still BTCUSD bearish, because as you can see there is a head and shoulder in BTCUSD. So this is you can say a reversal pattern. So in this head and shoulder, so when you see a head and shoulder like this, what you can expect when the price drop to the downside, test this previous support here as a resistance, and then you can expect dropping to the downside. So with that said, we can expect BTCUSD from here to, as you can see that it has already tested this previous support here as a resistance, and we can expect push to the downside if this weekly candle closes something like that. Daily, this is where we will be thinking about going short. Now if this daily candle closes something like that, we'll be waiting for another one, a hanging man or any kind of price action to complete a head and shoulder in this daily time frame, and then we will be thinking for going short from here with a high risk to reward ratio. Let's see how this price action is forming. I will update in TradingView as well as on YouTube if I see any different kind of setup. Now let's start with Ethereum USD, what kind of price action it is creating based on monthly. Now as you know that Ethereum mostly follows BTC USD, so the same kind of price action it is forming on the monthly. It is still trying to push the price high, but as comparison with this monthly candle, this one is still very weaker. The bulls are still not strong enough in this market. Weekly as well, the same kind of pattern it is creating as it is creating the BTC USD, there is a head and shoulder here, and we see a test of this neckline as a resistance, this support testing as a resistance, and we see a fall to the downside. Now let's see on the daily time frame, the same kind of pattern. So what we will be waiting for, a possible head and shoulder pattern, a green move to the upside, a weaker response from the buyers, and then we will take a short from here, as it could be a reversal pattern. That means that it is likely to drop further. Now these are the currency pairs as well as cryptocurrencies that we will be looking to trade next week. I hope that you enjoyed this analysis. If you enjoy, give a thumbs up, and also don't forget to drop a comment what you think, what other currency pairs you think that likely to give a trading opportunity, and also don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you soon.